Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. Today I'm going to be setting up and then later in the video doing the hand lettering practice in my Big Love Letters planner for the week of May 10th through the 16th. And I'll be following, of course, my Big Love Letters challenge. So we're on the letter G this week. We'll have some fun ones. Goad, gift, gunk, egg, chug, and jog. So lots of G's, a couple, we got a double G in there, so let's get going. I did, before we get started though, want to show you guys, I did go ahead and order the big, the pack of big practice sheets for additional hand lettering practice. And a word of caution, something that surprised me quite a bit, and I had mentioned this in one of my comments to one of my subscribers, that the lines don't match. So if you bought these, if you are considering buying these sheets to do more practicing, just be forewarned that, and I don't know, I think it'll show. So here you can see our solid line, dotted line, solid line on the Big Love Letters practice sheets. And in last week's video, I showed you guys that those match exactly if you use two lines together on a normal big horizontal planner. That spacing matches exactly. So I was pretty shocked to discover that the solid line, dotted line, solid line on these big practice sheets are quite a bit wider. So pros and cons. If you want to move straight from this sheet onto this sheet with the same pens, you're going to have to adjust. To fill these lines, your letters are going to be quite a bit bigger. In my opinion, that's a con. I expected them to be the same because it's for additional practice, right? So you shouldn't have to compensate for different line spacing. On the pro side though, if you want to use something much, much bigger, like the Tombow full-on brush pens, those are, in my opinion, too big to comfortably write with lines with this spacing. But the bigger spacing of these sheets then allows you to use some of the bigger brush tip pens with the floppier brush tips because the spacing is so much bigger. So just like I said, forewarned, if you want additional practice, especially as we get into July, the second half of the year, where we'll have completed all 26 letters by then. We'll be moving on to capital letters, aka majuscules. If you want to throw in the addition of maybe some formal calligraphy or balanced lettering or something like that, if you want to do more, but you want to use your same pens and you don't want the spacing to mess you up, like I said last week, this is the big 18-month horizontal planner that's available right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. It starts in July, it goes 18 months, and the spacing matches exactly. Just use a pair of lines together, pretend the middle line is your dotted line, and you're good to go. You'll have double the space each week for your lettering practice. So just my 2 cents. I also have used, and I don't have it handy to grab to show you, you'll just have to take my word on it, but large notes, large happy notes. Again, same spacing, use 2 lines together, and you are good to go with additional practice paper. Okay, enough about that. That was my little tidbit for the week. So I was gonna do something different this week. I have a roll of flaky stickers that I got from Walmart a long time ago that I've never used. I was gonna use those this week. I'm delaying that decision for next week because earlier, a few days ago, I posted a video where I used the Farmhouse sticker book. And as I was flipping through it, looking for soft, minty greens and pastel pinks, I came to these 2 pages of florals. And my pet peeve, I love the Farmhouse book. It's the original Farmhouse book. It's one of my favorite books of all time. But as you flip through this book, with all these soft grays and pinks and rose golds and minty greens, you suddenly hit these 2 pages of the brightest, most non-pastel florals there could possibly be, and they don't match anything else in this book. And I mentioned that in the video, and I thought, well, I'm just going to pull them out and I'm going to use them. I love to match my nice bright pens to my florals, so this is what I'm going to use. I pulled these 2 sheets out of my original sticker book. That was a copy. You may have seen the clearance sticker. Anyway, I am going to use these 2 pages of florals to decorate this week, since I came across them a few days ago on that other spread, and I'm just going to use these this week. So let's get going. Right down the center, and then these 2 pages are absolutely identical, so each one has one giant floral. So I'll put one at the bottom, we'll put one at the top, turn to the opposite direction. Oops, no, not yet. And we'll just kind of fill in from there, and we'll see how close we can come to using up both pages of stickers. I like it. It's going to allow me to use some really nice bright pens. So let me grab my colorful boxes, and we'll go ahead and add some boxes for the assignments. So definitely need some green. There are no yellows in this book, but we could do a couple different shades of green and some pink and some red. So here we go, right to the green. Let's pick this nice strong one to start with. And we'll go ahead and stick another one. Let's go every other green. So I think this color. And then we can do pink and red. So let's go dark green there. And then the pinks and reds. Okay, so we got a reddish one right here. And one more and my page is finished. Reddish, so we'll put it over here, and then we'll go pink in the last 2. So let's see, nice hot pink, I think. So grab my micron and we'll write in the assignments. Okay, so for the 10th, we are going to learn the letter G, lowercase of course, unlike I wrote it. Okay, and then Tuesday is goad. Wednesday is gift. Thursday is gunk. Gunk always makes me laugh because my sisters and I'm the oldest of 3 girls, and we were all roommates in college. And when nobody wanted to do the dishes, they'd sit there in the sink. And when the stuff on the dishes would petrify and dry on, we invented the word gunkification to describe the petrified gunk that had to be soaked off the dishes. Okay, egg. There's our double G. Chug. Another potential college reference there. And 16, jog. All right. That's it. I am all set up and ready to go for my practice. So I'm going to pick some pens and zoom in, and I will be back. All right, so as always, I'm going to start with my ace drills. For pens, I have the pink Zebra Funwari, the green Tombow Fudenosuke, a red Le Pen Flex, and a yellow Pentel Touch. And of the yellows, this is one of the darker ones without being brown, so hopefully you can see that okay. I was trying to get to this shade of yellow. So let me start with my ace drills. It's not quite as hot a pink as that one, but as you guys are painfully aware, there are not a lot of color choices on the Zebras and the Funwaris. Same thing with this one. It's a bit light, but there's some light lime green in there, so it'll look fine. Le Pen. This red definitely makes up for it for color saturation. And last but not least, the super juicy Pentel Touch. And the struggle with the light colored pens is always getting the lighting light enough for them to show, but not so bright that it washes them out. So hopefully I don't look like I'm shooting this in a closet with a flashlight and you can actually see everything. It looks like it's showing up okay. All right, so the G. Combine the oval and the descender strokes to create the letter G. Keep practicing the oval stroke for consistency in your lettering. So that's what my ACE is all about, kind of the oval stroke, variations on it. So it looks like we're doing an oval, like the beginning of an A, and connecting it with a J. And I loved my J's. So we're gonna do our counterclockwise loop and then come and bring our J in. Nothing special, nothing tricky on that one. So hopefully we love these. Good angle. As far as the Fudenosuke G, pretty much the same thing. Of course, they don't have the slant and they've got a much fatter look to theirs. And then the minuscules, the book, the Walmart book, the G's here, same thing, no surprise. They're even showing, just like the book we just looked at, the O and then the J added on. So pretty straightforward. So let's start our G with the zebra. Keeping my slant. I love that there's a word right here with a nice slant to remind me. Light up, heavy down, curl up. I like it. Trying to cross right at the line there, which is what they do. Same thing with my J from a couple weeks ago. I'm getting a little bit of a gap there between my O and my J that I want to try to close up. It's kind of like an A that just keeps going. Le Pen. And the Pentel. And of course I didn't think about it again and I picked the lightest pen to go over the big thick line. So I'm going to switch the heavy Le Pen and the yellow Pentel Touch moving forward. Alright, so gold. All kinds of oval strokes in this one. Let's see. My O oval stroke is a bit different. Not bad. I'm liking it so far. Okay, switching to the Pentel. That's the third pen. My words always end up so fat with the Pentel Touch because it's such a fat, floppy tip. and the Le Pen. Whew, that was a fat one. Gift. This is going to be interesting because we've got the F taking up all that space, right? So here's our F. Takes up 3/4 of the top set of lines and a lower. So just to refresh us on what we did last week. And I'm doubting myself on my F's. Yep, I'm doing them right. Just doubting myself. It's funny, putting the F next to the T makes me want to make it taller. I'm not sure how I feel about that. If I make it shorter, I have room to cross the T real nice, so that's an incentive. Definitely a lot of interference from row to row on this one. Gunk. I think this is going to be, unless it's horrible to write, this is definitely going to be my favorite word. Seems like the loops on the bottoms of my G's are getting bigger. Maybe not. That was a squeeze. I probably shouldn't have tried to squeeze one more in there. Not terrible. Rare 3-letter word. Egg. Why am I drawing a blank on how to do an E? I mean, ace, it's right there. I guess because I rarely start words with E. I'm still a little gappy. My connection between my oval and my J is a little gappy. Ooh, the struggle for consistency is real. All right, chug. Not too bad, I can read it. Guess that's kind of a low bar. I can read it. I think that yellow might be showing up better on camera than it is in real life. So how many of us can now write our Friday night plans in our planner and have it look good? Chug. And then Monday morning plans, jog. The struggle's going to be getting those two to look on par with each other, I think. Same angle, same size, crossing in the same spot. I did 2 3-letter words this week, wow. For all you joggers out there, now you can write in your exercise planner. I have flat feet, really bad flat feet, so I am definitely not a jogger. Those are looking pretty similar now. That's not bad. They look so much nicer when they're the same. Purposeful and practiced, not just jotted down. So I'm finding myself having to focus on crossing low with the J because there's nothing up here to interfere, whereas with the G you've got that loop up there, so you end up crossing lower. So in order to make a match, I'm finding I need to focus on the J crossing lower, because the J can cross lower but the G really can't cross higher, you know what I mean? All right, there we go. That is a very colorful day. Let's put it in my planner. And I'll zoom back out. I hope you like G. It was good, I think. Pretty easy, really. You just start to make an A and put a J at the bottom. So I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you. I hope you're still sticking with me and doing your hand lettering practice. I am. I'm getting excited. Not that many more letters to go, and then we'll start all over again and learn all the capital letters. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.